Okay, we're live. I hope this one will actually go better, because I think the other one was accidentally set on private. Okay, so I currently have my panels out. Here's the NSP-25, and here's the neck extender, which is a Silent Model 5495. This one's Notifier, but I believe it was originally made by Sound with the name of the 5600, Silent Light 5600. Still pretty rare though. I don't know of any of them that. I don't know of any members that own one. I think this is probably one of my favorite panels though, because of the fact that it actually copies. Okay, let me explain this. So there's a wire that hooks up to one of the necks on this panel, and that wire can go over here, plug into input 1. Yeah, the neck wire plugs into input 1 on this one, and what it does is this circuit copies exactly what happens. It copies the exact neck output. It copies the exact NAC output of the NSP-25. And that means that if the NSP-25 is running a sync protocol, this will copy the exact sync protocol and output it from one of its outputs. And it's really weird. I believe it runs off of relays. And what the relay does is when it receives power, it opens up and it tells this circuit to output the power with the exact copy of what the relay is opening up to. I haven't tested it on sync protocols yet, like system sensor sync and whatnot, but I have tested on Code 3 and it works. So I have this VLOC MT hooked up. I forgot what it's on. I think it's on Bell. So I'm going to go ahead and plug both of these in using my power strip, wherever it went, right here. I use the power strip because it has an extension on it. It's really easy to use. So I'll just grab this cord wherever it's plugged in. It's plugged in from behind the panel. Still no views, unfortunately. So that's gonna turn on soon. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. You actually put the end-of-line resistor for the NAC in here, by the way. The only unfortunate thing about this is you have to sacrifice one of the NACs. Well, actually, you know what? I think you might actually be able to hook up this NAC extender to the same circuit which has notification appliances on it. I don't think you have to sacrifice an entire NAC for this. There's Trouble 1 on there. I'll tell you guys about that later. I'm going to hook up one of the smoke detectors from my lot. I got a huge lot of smoke detectors that I believe I already told you guys about that. I believe it's 1. The address I set for it is 1. This is actually heat detector. I need a smoke detector. It's clear down there. I'm going to have to bend down and get it then. Hold on a second. Here we go. 1. Okay. Oh, now I have a question for you guys. Oh wait, I can't actually ask that question because nobody's on the stream. Unfortunately, I'm lonely. Let's see. I should probably do this wiring in front of you guys. I gotta loosen the terminal. I'm just hooking up the smoke base right now. I keep calling it a smoke detector, thinking it's wrong. So then I call it a smoke alarm. That's even more wrong. Gotta use a flathead. I don't have the correct kind of screwdriver for this. I think you have to use a smaller one. I'm not normally this bad, by the way. I'm not usually this bad at wiring stuff up. Okay, so now that the base is hooked up, I'm gonna plug this in. I have another missing device on there though, which is a relay. So now it should recognize. Yep, one went away. Now it's just 111, which is the relay. So here's the smoke alarm. Smoke detector. Okay. So 111 is the only trouble. I'm going to grab my magnet, wherever it went. I have a bunch of magnets. I can't find any of them, though. I'll just use this neodymium magnet I got from a hard drive. Hopefully it's strong enough. It's a pretty strong magnet. It's tiny, too. For some reason, with this particular addressable protocol, it takes forever for the smoke detectors to activate. It doesn't take as long for the modules to activate, though. So what's going on is that the panel is outputting code 3, and this is mimicking that. So when I press signal silence, that will turn off. Immediately, too. That shows how fast it is. So if half a circuit in the hallway was running off of this, and half the circuit was running off of this, there would be almost no delay. There would be almost no delay between the two circuits. So it wouldn't sound like the code 3 is out of sync or whatever. So now what I guess I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug this into my desktop computer. Actually, you know what? I should probably just plug this into my laptop. I'm not sure if I can go ahead and switch cameras, though, for the screen. I might be able to. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it on my on my desktop. So I'm going to reset. Okay, now it's reset. The reason I'm going to go ahead and plug this into the computer is so I can go ahead and program this to output Wheelock Sync. So I can demonstrate this with the Wheelock horn. I'm going to unplug this. Let's see, this is really heavy. I'm going to have to move this back a little bit. Push this all the way over. Plug this in over here. Got the yellow Ethernet cable. Yes, it runs off of Ethernet. If I can plug it. Okay, there you go. Any views? Nope. It's been running for almost 10 minutes now. Turn this over now. You can hear the panel beeping. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move this down there. Oh my good gosh. The reason I have to move it down here is because the Ethernet cable doesn't happen to be very long. Okay. Oh, I hope none of you guys heard that. Now I'm gonna have to move this over, and move this over, and move this over, and move this over, and move this over. Plug this in. I can find the Ethernet port right here. Okay, now it's flashing the IP. It flashes the IP that you have to type into the web browser. Once you type in that IP, it goes over to the programming page. It's all web-based, which is really interesting. It's not wireless, like not the wireless internet, but it runs off of a web page that's actually in the panel itself. So now I gotta plug in my mouse. And I'm currently using my keyboard for my laptop because my laptop keyboard broke. So I'm not gonna let any of you guys see my password. Okay, I'm completely covered in screen. So I have to use the on-screen keyboard, which makes everything more difficult than it has to be. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even in the keyboard window. Okay. Saying welcome, so I'm thinking it's working now. Ow! Ah, that hurt. I think I'm gonna scoot back now. Now my eyes are watering. That really hurt. Okay. It happens to be that I have the web address, the IP that's output on the panel, actually saved to my computer as a browser. Not as a browser, as a bookmark. Happens to be the last time I used this computer, I was actually using it to program the panel. I can shut off the light so you can see it, like what my teacher does. Oh, that just made things worse. Okay. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. I guess I can kind of try and do this. You still can't see it though. Stupid Discord. Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to refresh this. Yeah, I wish the glare wasn't so dramatic. Let me try and clean this off. That's a bit better. You just still can't see it though. I'm going to go to NAC programming. If it'll open. This computer's pretty slow. Okay. Go to NAC 1. Go to Wheelock. Wheelock happens to be the only device I have on hand. You go to Wheelock, accept. Accept. Okay. Accept. Okay. So now I'm going to download to panel. Takes a minute or two. Still no views, which is kind of, yeah. Once it starts beeping, it'll be done downloading. Since none of you guys are in the stream, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a random relock device. I don't really have anybody that can choose. Let's see. Let's do the ZRS. Let's see if it's a strobe or not. Yeah, it's just a strobe only, so I'm not going to do that. That's an RSS. I'm trying to find a horn strobe. Shut up, panel. I have too many RSSs. I really do. Let's see, there's this CRS. Strobe? Let me guess. Yep, it's a strobe. I'm not sure if I have any horn strobes. Let me try and find one. I think I'm just going to have to hook up two strobes to show the synchronization feature. So I'm hooking up an RSS and a ZRS. Ugh, this panel's so annoying. Okay. I'm going to have to unplug this because of reasons. It's over. Oh, my knees. I don't know why my knees hurt. This stream is honestly kind of a mess. Okay. Those two panels combined draw quite a bit of amps. So when I plugged in the power strip, it made a tiny little spark. Okay. Grab my screwdriver. So I'm going to take the RSS out. I don't think I've actually ran the RSS on the panel yet. I only tested everything and everything works before I was going to sell it. But I can't sell it currently. Okay. Screwdriver right here. So I'm going to unscrew the MT. One interesting thing about the RSS is that you actually wire it directly on the back, which isn't very common with all these modern alarms that have the bases. I'm going to go ahead and grab another piece of wire. I'm going to see if I can find any FPL I can use. Some. Yeah, I do. I'm going to wire up this thing. How do I get the base off? I can't find out how to get the base off. That's weird. I think I'm going to need a flathead. I can figure out one on the floor. Man, I don't want to break this plate. Okay, here we go. So I got the RSS, I mean the ZRS base hooked up. Happens to be that the RSS is made pretty cheaply. What I mean by that, that they just solder the wires out from the device directly on the terminals. And it doesn't look very clean. It looks easy to break, especially with the tiny blob solder they used on there. I should be using my Phillips head. It happens to be all the way over there, so I'm not going to grab it. This is probably a world record for the slowest, for the most amount of time it takes for somebody to wire up a fire alarm, or at least for an enthusiast. Oh my gosh. Slipped out because of the base. Was pulling on the wire and it pulled out. This is getting annoying. Okay, hold everything in. Screw everything in tightly. Okay. Now I'm going to put the base on. This base doesn't like going all the way for some reason. Fire alarm abuse. Yeah, I think that might just be natural. Okay. So now I've got the RSS. I should put this down. I've got the RSS and the ZRS. RSS is wall mounted. ZRS is ceiling mounted. Well, the model's not literally ceiling mounted or whatever. Grab the neodymium magnets. Neodymium. I'm not sure how to say it, actually, to be honest with you. Okay. These are just strobes only, so not going to be too bad. And it works. They're synced and they're hooked up to the panel. I believe this panel does have the option to sync Wheelock devices just by using the dip switches with this panel. But I'm pretty sure I just have it on the free run. So it mimics this panel, which is outputting Wheelock sync. So yeah, now I guess I'm going to show you the thing with the relay that nobody knows about. And then silence it. Oh yeah, I just remembered it doesn't silence sync protocols. Like when it silences, if there were horns running on the circuit, then it would silence the horns, but it doesn't silence strobes. So I'm going to have to do a reset to shut it off. So now I think I'm going to go into this panel and detach the NAC wires. Actually, you know what? I might as well just attach the wires over here. Because for the relay demonstration, I don't need those wires. I don't need to use the NACs. And no, it's not. I don't think it's what you guys are thinking. if you're watching this later on, because there's no viewers on here. It's going to be unexpected, just to say. So I'm going to grab my old phone, sitting on the floor somewhere. I don't take very good care of my old stuff. Oh, it's actually sitting in my toolbox. So now I'm going to grab my phone charger, because it happens that my old phone, this thing, isn't very good at keeping a good charge for a long period of time. And what I mean by that is that if it sits there, even if it's not being used, and if it sits there without being turned on, it loses its charge as if something was running on it, which there probably is, like a virus or a lot of background processes on there. Yeah, low power, it says. Now it's powering on. So now I'm going to go ahead and plug in this home intercom via the power strip. So now it's plugged in, fine and dandy. It works just fine. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming through. Oh, it's coming through this thing. This intercom that's on the floor. I'm currently working on it. Alright. Yeah, I actually had no clue that was plugged in. That's not very safe. I was trying to extend the range on it. This thing. That's where the noise was coming from. I was pressing the call button, and it was actually broadcasting to this. All the wires appear to be intact. So yeah, that's besides the point. So yeah, now you know that this thing works. So I'm not doing anything stupid. It's really far under there. I'm trying to grab my relay. It's hooked up to something. It's not an FM transmitter, like you guys might have saw in a different fire alarm video. If you guys haven't, then you guys should check it out. And this one actually happens to have a crack in it. I hope it still works though. Okay. So now what I gotta do is I gotta take this thing out. This is a headphone jack. And I'm gonna plug it into the inputs. I'm going to plug it into the inputs on this other intercom. Still going into trouble. Okay. So I'm just screwing it in. I'm just tying it in onto these inputs. Okay. Power on my phone. It wants the phone to charge for a few minutes, so I'm just going to use this phone. So I'm just trying to open up Google Translate. Actually, no, I'm just going to open up YouTube and play a song. I actually think I'm going to show this later on because there's nobody watching the stream. So I think I'm going to end the stream because nobody's watching. Plus, I gotta fix this because the board's cracked. I'm sure it still works, but I don't want to take any chances with frying my phone. So yeah, I guess I'll start the stream up maybe later today. So yeah, see ya.